Hello chickens, how are you all today? Hope you're well. It's Friday, the start to the weekend, so we've had a short working week if you are working. Every day's a working day for me, but that's all right because I love what I do, so it's a blessing, isn't it? Right, I've got a little project for you today. I wanted to do some belly bands for the journal, the garden story journal, so I hope that you're gonna have some fun with me. I've got I'm using one of my freebies that I handed out well, a good few last year really, but I've got another freebie page to share with you. Now on the freebies front, I will be putting this into my shop. For those of you who don't have access to Facebook and all those things, for a really low amount, but it's just to cover the costs. So really it will be, I think it's going to be about 10 pages, but I have a freebie that I'm going to do next week. So I wanted to put it all together as one kit. All right, so I'm going to show you what I'm using today, and you can follow along with me. Right, so this is a belly band template that I did last year, and I've used it for today's project. I'm doing two completely different belly bands today. We're going to make one of these together. I am going to put in one of these tags. Now I usually actually have a template for a tag to fit this, but I've got these large tags and I thought, well, I'll just add on some of my little labels and things that I made in my last video because they're really useful, and I will put that in there. So that's going to go like this in there, so it's a pocket, but it's also a belly band for items that are going to slide in there. So what I've done is, let me just grab my little tray. I've taken two of the journal cards from the kit, put on some fabric and a daisy. I'm going to use one of these for each of the belly bands, so I thought I'd put one of those in there. You've got the tag, and then I've got my small little envelopes like this. These I'm just going to take one of these and put that into the belly band on the page like that. All right, so that's what we're going to do. Yeah, so that's what I've got there, and then of course this will be for the one we're going to make together. So that's that. I've got another envelope there for the other one, which I'm going to share with you in a moment. All right, so what do you need? Well, if you haven't already got this belly band template is in my Facebook group, and it was there probably a year ago. All right, so we're going to use that. As I said, it does come with this tag that's made to fit the length of that, but for today I'm going to use my large tags. All right, then you want some paper. For this one over here, I used the green blossom paper, and the inside I have used the green gingham check. All right, so that's what I've got. You want some lace, some little bits to decorate. I've used one or two die cuts, a fussy cut from Rachel's kit, and a ribbon. So that's what you want. And then some bits that you're going to stick underneath there. Now for the one that we're going to make together, I'm using the blue distressed polka dot page, and then this page, which is a new page, you haven't seen it yet, and it will be in that in my Facebook group tonight, but of course next week I will put it in my website shop along with all the freebies for this kit. All right, so that's what it is. It's a nice collage page of these little seed packets that everybody loves. So there we go. Now I've cut out my belly band template onto one of my misprints. It's on 160 GSM card, so that works, but you can put this onto a cereal box. The thicker it is, the easier it is, and really that's all it is, as you can see. And then the fold lines there. Now this will be slightly bigger if you print it out like I have here, which is on borderless, but if you print it out a slightly smaller, so with a border, it'll be that much smaller. All right, so you're looking at a fraction, so a couple of millimeters, which is like 1/8 of an inch. So it's up to you how you want to do that, but whatever you do with this, do the same with the tag, okay, so that they fit. All right, so that's what we're going to do today. Right, so the first thing I want to do is I want to glue these two together. All right, back to back. Right, so we're going to take that side and we're going to stick that one on top of it. Now, first decide exactly where you want to do it. Now, because it works nicely this way, I'm going to cut it this way, and then I don't waste too much paper. So you can decide which side you're going to see. You're only really going to see these top bits unless you want it as a floating pocket or something. I mean, you don't have to use it as a belly band, but I am going to use it. Right, so I'm going to turn that over. I'm going to use my glue stick here, and I am just going to stick the width of this, which means, let's get the pencil out. We want it up to there. Okay, because you don't want to stick everything together, do you? Unless you want to make tags, of course, then go right ahead, you know, that would work. Right, so I've got that bit there like that, and I'm going to just fit this bit on the top here. You guys, well, have you been having lots of fun following all these lovely people putting out all the amazing creative projects? I'm a bit behind, doing lots here, getting together some surprise bundles for you. So, you know, that's always good, isn't it? Right, so I will be doing it on this side. Okay, so I'm taking my little template here. I don't know what I did on that side, but it's dirty. I'm going to take my pencil. I'm going to line it up here. And I think we'll do that. Let's not do it quite to the bottom, just in case I haven't got it right. And I'm going to draw all around here. So this is really an easy project to do. Now I will round the corners off when I cut them. So there we go. Okay. Now you can mark the fold lines, but it's pretty easy to see where they are. So I won't be doing that, but I will be taking my little knife. You can use your scissors, and I will be cutting this out. So, and then I will round off those little bits. I want to just round the corners here, so I'm going to do that manually like that, just winging it here, because you want to put lace around here. So yeah, okay, so that's the, oh, so pretty, isn't it? Right, now I want to take my little ruler. Now you can see that point there and that point there are where the fold where the fold line goes. So I'm just doing it a hair's breadth, literally to the left of the points, and I am going to do this. Now the reason why I've stuck these two together and not afterwards is because I want it lined and I want it to be strong enough. So I've stuck two pieces of paper together. They are 160 GSM. That is £60 weight in that money. And by doing them together, you don't have to struggle matching them up. So that's always handy. Okay. So we've got those in place. Now we want to, I can pretty much see where this goes, and I'm going to just give it a little bit of a helping hand here. Get my ruler on this side and just encourage it up like that. All right. There we go. And then the same on the other side. So thick paper, so it needs a double scoring here. And then just encourage that up. Gotta love a bone folder. It's one of the most useful, or probably the most useful tool I own. And you know, for a long time I never had one. And then I was gifted this lovely one from Martha Stewart. Right. There we go. So we've got that going on there. We want to just make sure that that's nice and burnished. Okay. Those two go so well together. Right. Now, at this point, you might want to distress your... I'm going to use faded jeans. I'm going to try it with this. Or do I want to do that? Do I? Don't know. Let's try it. We'll do a little bit here. I'm doing the Bright and Shabby journal, so I want to, yeah, I quite like it. Let's do it. Right, so we're going to just put a little bit of distress ink on the edges here before we go and stick our lace on. So yeah, a really quick and easy project this is, and great in any theme, I will say that. Right, so we've got that on there. That looks awesome. Of course, you can go and do it on the inside as well, but we are going to stick our lace down there, so I'm not too worried. Okay, now let me just grab my Fabri-Tac glue, have it close by me. I am going to use some of this lovely cotton lace. I love this lace, and it's going to go on the inside here. I'm going to make this a little bit longer because I will end up trimming it. So we're going to just encourage it to go on the edge there. Now you can sew this if you want, but I'm not going to do that today. I didn't do it on that one either. I have done it previously, but when I was doing that one, don't tell anyone, but I actually put the glue on the top and I had to wipe it off. But luckily, put the glue on the underside, and learn from my mistakes. Right, so we want to get that there. And we can always wipe off anything that's not required, surplus to requirements. Right, so as I said, let's start with this side, and I'm going to put it up to that sort of line there. So I'll make it a bit longer so I can deal with the edge. So by following that edge there, I can now gauge where I need to go. There's that one. And I didn't break, these aren't the sharpest scissors for this, but they're going to do the job. There we go. And just to seal the edges, I am just going to put a little bit. This is going to make my hands tacky, but it's fine because I just want to make sure that this is not going to fray. So this is what I tend to do when I just want to get some glue on there to make sure it's not going to unravel. Okay, and then you want to do the same on the side. Let's cut that off again, and the side, and then again, just get some of that on there, decent amount, and there, and then just use your fingers just to press it on the ends there. All right, so that is going to look absolutely amazing like that, isn't it? So what I want to do now is, have I got that? Oh, okay, maybe slightly. Right, what I want to do now is I want to put in some eyelets here. So I've just got my crop it on, and I'm going to use some blue ones. Right, so we've got our blue eyelets, and then we want to just put these together now. They do lap a bit, but that's okay. I had that same thing over here where it's the lace, so I just put the one underneath the other. I just want to find the right spot for them, so I'm going to put a little guide mark here, and then over here as well, just so when I'm looking through this little thingy. Oh, now before I cut this, I'm just going to get my little tiny scissors here just to cut out the lace that's going to get half chopped off like that. Okay, so what I did was I just took these little nail scissors and cut that off, and then put in my eyelets and squash that down. Now, all these come from, these eyelets are from We Are Memory Makers, I think. I've had them for ages. Right, and then this side as well. All right, so there we go. We've got that like that, and that's the right way up. Okay, now just to remind me what the right way up is, I'm going to put a little bit of decoration in place. So I think I'm going to take that and put that there, something like that. Just I have got my little tag here that's going to go in there, and see I added on these are goodies that I made in that last video, and that's going to go in there. Perfect. And then I had a little bit of space, and so I thought I'd put on a little one of those like I did there. So we're just looking for something like that, but it matches that, so I'm just going to go with this one that I took out first, and I'm going to just, this is on a bit of old book page edge that I trimmed off. It's nice paper, those old books. And then I'm going to just put a little bit of glue on there. And sort of just give it a little label like that. Okay, it sort of just covers the gap and looks like it was meant to be there the whole time. Now, I know what I didn't do. I didn't go and get some ribbon, but I will do that in a moment. What else do I want to do? I want to just put possibly some bits on here. So, okay, we're just going to go for it. I think on that side, I'm just going to go like that. And I don't think I'm going to put any die cuts on here. I quite like the flowers that I have. I just want to put on a tiny little label like that, and I think that's enough. I'm not even going to worry with anything else. This is pretty enough, isn't it? So we'll just go like this. Yeah, there we go. And why not? It's typical me, never know when to stop. Okay, so there's that. I'm not going to worry with any other there. Right, I've got this ribbon. I'm going to put that in here. It's nice and soft, this one. All right, so we've got those two there. I'm just going to put those to the side. I'll show you where I'm going to put those in a minute. Right, now we want to do another one. Now this one I'm doing because I actually had it put aside for when I was doing the embossed project. Oh my gosh, I'm looking in my tree here, and there must be 30 birds sat in the tree. They're only this big, but they've had their breakfast. I think it's the pecking order. That's what's going on. Anyway, back to what I was saying. This is a piece of the yellow blossom paper from the background. I've embossed it and put on some of my sage green there. And I think what I'm going to do really quickly is this one is 3 inches wide, and it'll be just short of the length of your page. So probably for me, that's about 8 inches. Yeah. All right, because mine's 8 1/4. You might want to do 8 1/4. So this is just that there, and I've just run it through the embossing machine. So that's all I've done there. I have just had an idea, and I feel like it's unfinished. You don't have to do this, but I am going to just stitch around the edges here quickly. Okay, so I've just stitched around there, and as I said, it's just my personal preference and not a requirement because there's nothing here. This was 2 pieces of paper. I just folded in half, and then we ended up with 3 inches there by 8 inches in my case. All right, so just check the length of your page, well, the width when you fold it in half for a journal page. Okay, and then I have just got a couple of things I want to stick on here. So we made these labels in my last video. I've got a pile of them here. I've just taken one and I want to get that stuck on there. I have used a couple of die cuts, so we have got one going on over here like that. I might have to cut off the one edge here, but that's okay. I'm happy to do that. And I've got these 2 as well, so a yellow one, a green one, and like an aqua. I've got the yellow. I've got like a thistle, and I'm not worried about that section. I'm going to deal with it. I just want to get this one a little bit more onto the page. And do I want to get this underneath here? So I'm just getting my layers right at the moment. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Okay, so let's do that. So let's just have a little think. This one needs to go down first, so we'll do that. Oh, the collaboration is going well. I just want to thank everyone for all their kindness and all their support, all the creators that have been so generous in doing this, taking part, all the lovely viewers like yourselves that have left wonderful comments. Just watching the video is a compliment, you know, so appreciate all that effort that you guys have supported us with. Not just me, I mean everybody taking part. So, you know, a lot of this is to help smaller channels really. It's not easy, if ever you've tried it, to get going on YouTube. I will say that it's quite daunting really, and you need all the help you can get. Okay, so let's put the lid on my glue, which is oozing out here too much. I'm going to go to my Bailey art now, and I'm going to give this a go. So I will probably speed this up so that you don't have to watch me putting glue on every single leaf. All right, so we've got that there, and then I'm going to take this sentiment, and I'm just going to this comes from the sentiments in my kit, add-on and ephemera kit. I'm going to put it somewhere up here, move it over a little bit. I do have another little goodie that I wanted to just get onto the side of that. So we're going to do this, and then while I have you here, I've taken yellow and one of these petals. These are hydrangea petals from my shop, my website shop. I've put one of the little buttons from the kit and sewn the 2 together. So I've put a yellow, green and a blue button on each, and I've just used different combos there. I want to put one at the top, I want to put one in the middle, and I want to put one at the end here. All right, so I say that because I am just positioning this so that I don't have this going over the edge too much. So if I move that over there, I think that'll be better. Right, I'm going to use my little pencil, me and my pencil, just so I know where I've got to put things. Right, so we'll get this glued down. So it just shows you can use any paper to make this one. And we will stick that where all that joins over there. So just going to get out my 3 little pink goodies, and we'll get that over there, this over here, and this over here. And the big guns for that one. Right, so we'll let that dry over on the side there. Right, so we've got this one, all right, and toward the back we've got this beautiful blue page from Rachel's kit, and I thought that would be perfect to put one of these on. Now it's a case of, do I want the blue or do I want to go contrasting with the green? What do you think, guys? Well, I think I'm going to put the green on, so we'll do that. So what I tend to do now, I am going to use my double-sided tape to do this because it works well. So all you want to do is get that towards the bottom. Now you can use glue. It's just that I don't want to be, as I've got quite a few of these to do, 3, I don't want to, and I've got it skew. And it's not going to come off easily, so that's all right. You won't see it anyway, but let's hope I get the next one straighter. Right, so we've got this one. Now, what you do want to do is make sure you've got it the right way up and that your whole journal is the right way up. So I'm going to just tilt it to the side so that I'm happy with where I've got it, and then just press it down. Okay, there we go. I could have chosen a thinner ribbon, couldn't I? Right, so that's that. And then with this one, I'm going to put in this and this. Okay, so we're just going to put these 2 in. You can put them in however you want. I might just put them in that way, but you can actually put them in this way. Right, so there we go. That's the one. Okay, easily done. Then I've opened them onto the pages, and I'm sure I've got more than one here again. Yes. Okay, so then I've got this one and I've got this one. Okay, so one of them needs the blue and one of them needs the other. So I think I'm going to put the blue on here and we'll put the other on there. Okay, so again, let's take this. Okay, so I've got the 2 strips on there, and again you want to tilt it to the side just so until you're happy with how it is. So let's move it a little bit over like that and press it on both sides. So there we go, that looks lovely there. Okay, now you can always add extra bits of things like a shovel peeking out. I quite like that actually. I'm going to stick that down. So this is one of Rachel's fussy cuts, so I'm just going to put some glue on it. I mean, you can add stenciling to the page, you can do whatever you like. I quite fancy this sort of peeking out here, so I'm going to just have it peeking out here. If I can just get it, oh, that's it. Right, so we'll get that there like that. Okay, and then these 2, I've got a card like this and I've got the green one. We're going to, you can turn it the other way around if that's too busy looking. Should we do that? And we can stick that in there. Ooh. Right, so there we go. There's the blue one, and I love that one. And then the last one, I've got Gertie, and we're going to do it opposite this lovely page here. Now, let's grab this here like this. We can take these off now. And look how pretty that is. Right, let's get some, let's do this. This is a bit rumpled, so I hope that this will work. As this is the last one, I don't mind holding it down. Right, so I'm just mindful of the edge here and there. that looks about straight, hopefully. So we've got that there and that there. Right, while I'm waiting for that to dry, again, alright, so I've got my, we're waiting for that to dry. I've got my large envelope here. I'm not going to close this because I wanted to make a bit of a booklet for this, but I thought I'd do that another day. So I'm going to just slide this in here in the meantime. Okay, so that will just go like that and fit perfectly in there. Right, you can use it as an envelope. I might make it into a booklet, but nothing fancy, and we'll see. But yeah, I quite like how those have turned out. So we've got that one, and we have the last one, which is this one over there. Isn't that amazing? So you've got 3 belly bands in 2 different ways into your journal signatures. There's just one signature that doesn't have a belly band. I might have to make a different kind for that one and see how we go. All right, everyone, go and have a wonderful weekend. If you are wanting to pick up this page and this template, you can do so at the moment in my Facebook group. And then when I do my video again next Wednesday, I will then put it into my all the freebies that I've done and extras into my website shop for you to pick up there. It'll be £1 probably. All right. Okay, I'll see you soon on Sunday again, most probably. I'm hoping to do a quick little video then. So until then, enjoy your weekend and happy crafting. Bye.